How's it going, guys? Michael from NUMBNESS here. As some of you guys may know, there was a tragic shooting that happened last Saturday in the engineering building. And first things first, I'm okay, I'm safe. Everyone I know, all the seniors and juniors I knew, were very, very far away. Anyone that was in the building I knew got out there as soon as possible, took all the exits necessary. And yeah, I'm just here to kind of talk about managing grief and tragedy in these terrible, awful situations. And I guess the most important thing right now is just the biggest thing I want to talk about right now is that it's okay to not really know what to do, feel lost, have kind of these confused feelings. Just to start for more context, I was in the Brown Center for Students of Color. This is about 500 to 1,000 feet, I think, away from the building, about 5 or 6 blocks. And I was at a Filipino club meeting, picking up sweatshirts, because we just got sweatshirts and they had some really cute bears. That had some really cute bears that said Filipino Lions on the clothing, and all of a sudden we just saw like 4 or 5 police cars just zoom by, and everyone started texting each other and saying, holy shit, there's a shooting, get inside right now. And in this building, we kind of zoomed up and went to the 3rd floor, and we stayed there for a couple hours. It felt exactly like all the drills I used to do in middle school and elementary school, where some people were barricading the desks and the doors, and we turned off all the lights, we closed the shades. Some people got low in case anyone came in. And that was there for like 4 or 5 hours. It was completely dark. We kept hearing sirens and yelling. People had their phones up and then their laptops up, watching press conferences, waiting for the news for any of the updates. And once we started to realize about 4 or 5 hours later that we were safe, and this was because all the sirens kept hearing, we started realizing we were surrounded by like 10 or 12 cop cars. Each building on Brown's campus was surrounded by like 10 or 12 cop cars on campus. And once we knew that, we started to feel a little looser, and then we started getting out of the room and just walking around, grabbing any water that we needed, going to the bathrooms, getting food. And then we stayed there for another 14 hours. We stayed there for a total of about like 14 hours. I didn't know. From 4 p.m. to like 2 or 3 a.m. And then the SWAT instructed that everyone would congregate in the gymnasium, and some people slept there. Luckily, there were some upperclassmen that had cars that could drive us out, that could pick us up. But obviously, it was a ghost town. Into the next day as well. Once finals were officially canceled, because no one in their right mind was in any good headspace to be able to walk around campus, take any exams, even in any building, much less the engineering building. Everyone started to slowly go home. And that's kind of what I wanted to really talk about, that there has been a lot of confusion and toss-up about what everyone should do, and I sure as hell don't have an answer either. Why I think it's extra confusing is because everyone can't be together. It makes sense that people are relieved to go home and see their family and see their friends and be in a place that they want to feel safe because they deserve to, right? No student here in the United States or anywhere should be thinking about if someone with an assault rifle or a 9mm handgun is going to come in and shoot the place up. That's not even politics anymore. Everyone deserves to feel safe, but I think there's a kind of guilt that comes with leaving, because people started pittering out one by one, and then some people would be missing vigils, some people would be not having a chance to stop by the Van Winkle gates or the entrance of the engineering building to drop off flowers, because I think there's a lot of stress on picking whether you should be here with everyone or just get out there as soon as you can. And I'm sure all the parents feel that way too. One second. You know, unfortunately and tragically, this hasn't been the first, I guess, what feels like catastrophe to happen in my community. There have been a handful, not just one, just a handful of suicides that have happened in my high school area, and that is one of the biggest reasons why I try to be a big proponent for suicide prevention and mental health awareness. But if there's anything I learned, so for more context, so much stuff kind of blew up during that time. There were so many people were angry, feeling like they need to put blame on something. There were so many petitions. There was a large vigil. There was a memorial. There was a push for more education and mental health resources and instruction in schools. But if there's anything I learned from that, was that we have to kind of respect everyone's different responses to trauma and grief and tragedy. Whether it be advocacy, whether it be going quiet, going radio silent for a little bit, whether it be doing what you can to just lean on other people. I think that's just the best thing we can do for each other. And what was hard for me actually was like it's okay for some people just to really focus on the light in things. Just keep laughing with people. And maybe it might seem like you're just going about your day and ignoring what's going on, and it might seem ignorant. But some people process things through laughter, and some people and lightheartedness, and some people need to navigate that through, or else there's no way they can be able to navigate that stress. Now, why I say that is, in the Brown Center for Students of Color, and just people, anyone else I was around, it's just I wasn't feeling the same emotions as other people were. And I think that kind of threw me down and made me spiral even more. I was having a lot of panic attacks in that room. I mean, it was pitch black. I was trying to sleep it off for a little bit, but it was dark, and everyone was just watching these press conferences, and it felt so surreal. And I was spiraling a lot. That's a detail I wasn't necessarily sharing. And how I feel now is, it just feels like too much to be able to talk about it all. I mean, every time I go on social media, man, like, sometimes, some days in the past week, I've been okay and laughing with friends from home and playing games. And then 5 minutes, I'd go in to get my basketball shoes to get dropped off real quick, and my friend's still waiting for me. And I check my phone for 5 minutes in my house, and then everything, and then it's just like I'm back in there again. And it's just so much, man. Like, I'm so proud of the people around me that feel like there just something needs to be done, or else they're gonna explode. But I'm just not there yet. And I give myself that grace because, even after finals or just these exams and stuff, even after these were completely waived and I have no obligations at all, sometimes I just feel like I don't have the vocabulary or ways or methods to communicate how much I care and how devastating it has been for me and so many people. Everyone responds differently. And I think it's okay. It's more than okay. And we just need to give everyone their space. Because no one knows how much any one person has been affected. What I love about Brown is it's such a tight-knit community, but because of that, I was 2 degrees away from like 5 or 6 of the people. And then just seeing the life sucked out of them. I mean, I saw that at the gym when I was at the place that SWAT was overlooking, and I felt like I wanted to throw up. And then there's conversations like if you feel like how guilty you should feel if you know the person or not. And I'll just say it, like, there's sometimes people feel relief that they didn't know any of the people that were affected. And what I'm trying to get at this entire time is that's okay. That's okay to feel relief that some of the people you care about the most in your life weren't killed, weren't shot. Because obviously those same friends of the victims feel that same way. They wish they could feel that relief. It's okay, all these feelings, they're just so nasty, and they're so chaotic, and they're so unstructured, and they're so real, so raw, and it just feels like everything, feels like a jar of marbles kind of fell out and everything's going everywhere, but unfortunately you can't do much until they all settle down. And maybe someday they'll piece into something and make sense of that as something. Now what I'll say is, it's really cold, sorry. Now, what I'll say is during all of this, there's so much sensationalization. Actually, no, coming back to the stuff about that I was looking at when I was on social media and how that would absolutely ruin my mood. If anyone's listening to this, guys, it's you need please send out all the links, the GoFundMe's, the fundraisers. I haven't only now I've been able to see the stark difference between how much Instagram can and social media can open it up, because open up these feelings, because yeah, I could be doing totally okay, and then one scroll on Instagram can completely set me back. And it's because everything is so sensationalized, and that can be indirectly from students, or that can be totally directly with with media, with reporters, and it's terrible, and it's enraging, and the way they talk about and try to make things political, and try to divide the student body, and they try to divide Brown with every other schools. It's too much, and all that, and what it just needs to talk about is a simple fact that someone was shot. Innocent people were shot. So I implore you just to please get off. Please unplug. Like, it's, if you're listening, this is your sign. But what I was trying to say was I haven't been able to have this vocabulary yet. It's been a week. I'm still shaken up. But if there's anything you get from this, just know it's okay just to feel whatever, and please let it pass through you. It's okay to feel confused. It's okay to feel numb. It's okay to strangely want to laugh about other things in your life. It's okay to want to demand action from the authorities. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be so sad you never want to leave your room. It's okay to be silent. It's okay. Any of this is okay. It's okay to be relieved. It's okay to be relieved that someone you love in that building or in that room is okay. And what I guess I'll end with is nobody seats. Now that I'm talking about it more, additionally, there also has been something that my amazing team with Nobody Seats has been doing, where we know that these sensationalized titles and care is going to kind of slow down a little bit, but we fully understand that U.S. students are going to be sitting in your thoughts all of winter break, all of spring semester, all for the rest of your life about these kinds of things. And what the board has been doing, especially Ellison, shout out Ellison, we set up a link where you can sign up to receive texts or calls from anyone in Nobody Seats. You can also, there's also another link to sign up to be a caller, to be someone that checks in. Obviously anyone can do it, but I highly recommend any underclassmen that are still trying to get their footing with Brown and might feel like they don't have any community to rely on, or just don't have any mentorship, or just are kind of scared about everything going into next semester. And I recommend the first one to be able to be checked up on. And the upperclassmen, man, guys, it's our last semester. We really need to get into the fight and reach out to people and make sure everyone's okay, because I mean, to be frank, it's just a mess right now. Everything's a mess. And yeah, we have about 50 people signed up. We have about 40 or 50. We have about 100 total that are going to be paired with one another. And of course, you want to help as many people as you can. But yeah, I don't know what I've been talking about. I think I've talked about everything I wanted to say. Yeah, it's messy, guys. I'm praying for everyone that was in that building. I'm praying for everyone that feels close to anyone in that building. I'm praying for all those scared parents that are nervous to send their kids back. Hope you're doing okay. This just felt like the only thing that this felt like the only right thing to put out this week. That it's okay to, whatever reaction you're feeling it is the most natural, and that is okay. And you have to respect other people's reactions too. So I hope you're doing okay. My hands are freezing. Hang in there, be good, and I'll see you next week.